You know, I'm like the most toxic guy in the I'm like the most toxic guy on the low. You know, I know I make these love songs. I know that but guys, let me put you on some game real quick. It's Drizzy Drake, right? Guys, the only reason why women and modern women, to emphasize in today's time, really love guys like me, no matter how much money I have, whatever, is because I got a little bit of toxic in me. I was joking at first, but I am still a bit toxic to a degree because you have to be, that some women are, and I'm going to give you the deeper psychology of it. Some women have grown up around toxicity, unfortunately, and their fathers and mothers never had a healthy relationship. So that's their foundation, right? So if I come through with a good foundation and she has a bad foundation, but she's a bad bitch, right? It's not gonna work out. I have to match her foundation. I have to match her blueprint. I think a lot of guys don't match the woman's blueprint, and then they'll listen to my song. What is it? They'll listen to that song, and that'll make you sad. But you have to understand. Yes, I went through heartbreaks too, but my heartbreaks are not your heartbreaks. I'm Drake. I bounce back anytime. It's just good because I transmute that energy into music. But you guys have to be a little bit toxic. See, I learned this from my homie Future, Future, a really odd man, He do big things, but shout out Future. He taught me a very important lesson about women, right? He said, you only get as far as they want you to get far with them. And I realized if they don't appreciate what's good, you have to be a little bit bad. I have partners of mine, multi-millionaires. They've been married, multiple times. And they would even tell me if they were toxic a little bit in their previous relationships, they would actually keep their wife. But the reason why they split is because he lacked the toxicity. And I don't even want to frame that as being toxic. You have to play the game of keeping a woman on her toes. So if you have to surround yourself with other women for her to appreciate you, do it. If you have to relocate for her to appreciate you when you're gone, do it. Because we all know that familiarity breeds discontent. And the commonality of being common around your partner will just make them fall out of love with you quicker than to fall in love. I had this one chick when I was on tour. I went to Canada and then I went to Thailand for Rolling Loud. I just met up with this woman, caked up with her, give her a few things here and there. But I went to Thailand and she's in Canada, or I got my other spot in Canada. I got some secret place that you guys don't know about. I'm Drake. But, I went to Thailand and I'm just traveling the world doing my thing. And she knows I could bring her on board with me. We could go, I could get her a separate jet, something, but when I let her stay there and I come back after a long month of work, when I tell you I get the best treatment ever, it's because I'm not too close. And I might even talk to some other women. It's in their nature sometimes, but this hypergamy thing that's out there, women are always looking for something that they can't reach. So imagine a woman is reaching the highest echelon of the dawn. I have to continue to be unreachable once I'm reached. And I think a lot of guys, in lower economical positions can learn just from that statement alone. But you have to be something that she cannot reach, but she has a taste of. Let her have a taste of you, bro. You can't just let her have the whole meal ready, prepared for free without her really valuing the cost of it. See, and that's what I'm saying. You know, my OG taught me, you know, you can never let a woman have too much without her being appreciative of it. And I think this is one thing a lot of celebrities know. So when a man carries himself like a celebrity, subconsciously, the woman has no choice but to be his fan. You know, a lot of guys ask me, especially in the scenes of music like Meek Mill, let's say, for example, you know, Kanye West chick, man, Kim Kardashian, you know, I did clap the cheeks. I'm just going to keep it real with you guys. We're on the Drizzy podcast. I did clap the cheeks, and, you know, it was all right. It wasn't even anything I would really, you know, want to donate my seed in, but, you know, guys get tempted. I get it. Hey, you know, I slept with a porn star and had a kid. His head looks like broccoli now. Love him to death. But anywho, you got to understand, the more you put into a woman and she doesn't pour back into you, she's just going to take it and run off. You know, that's just what they do. That's what they're built to do. All right? And once I figured that out, I still love to give to women. I just give respectably, you know. I give with the intention that this is worth something giving to. So even if I don't get anything back, it's because I really like this woman. You guys, you know, you guys haven't even, you don't know what it feels like to have 100,000 or, you know, 5 million in your bank account and travel the world. So of course, when you meet a woman you like, it's just, all that emphasis is on her, you know, is real king shit that I'm doing. So the level, my love is different from your love, because my love, I could play with it more. You guys have to really force yourself to put up with the average stuff that I don't, because where I'm at and what I can get away with, since I'm Drizzy Drake. Like, I can skeet on your woman's forehead, rub it on her face like Mike Todd, and then go on about my business. And, you know, I could just come back and say, hey, baby, I love you. And she wouldn't think anything of it. But you do it, you're going to go in the category of Mr. Ain't Shit, you know? It's just that Canadian sauce in me. Anywho, I think there's a real deep lesson with, you know, the being on the purpose, because let's be honest, if I never pursued my dreams, none of this, the greatness would follow, the money, all that. And there's more to life than that. You know, there's another world out there. You know, God has bigger plans for us beyond this matrix. Like, everything is a construct. The phone that you're using is a construct. The vocabulary you're using is a construct. You have to learn to speak the universal language. You have to speak abundance. You have to speak being fruitful. You have to speak in ways that no matter where you go, people understand you. So music is such a great universal language, and I'm glad I tapped into that. But when you tap into that universal language outside of any profession you pursue, the game is yours, man. Like, the world is in the palm of your hand. Sometimes it just gets so fun. And I sit back and I laugh at all the times I took L's when the reality that was building me up. Some of you guys have to take more L's to get built up. It's part of the process. You think this comes easy? You think I became Drake being an easy going guy in life? No, I had trials and tribulations. And that's what helped me become the man that I am. And that's why bitches love me. That's why your wife might leave you for me. But you can do it too. You just have to understand how to apply yourself. You know, it's deeper than money too. I know guys on my level who have more money that don't even have enough riz as me, so they have to resort to tricking off and spending thousands of dollars just for a kiss from a woman. I get that because I'm Drake. You understand? And you gotta be slightly toxic, you just a little bit. The women appreciate it more in today's time. I don't know why, but unless she's like a virgin sent from God, I'm going to have a slight toxicity prepared for her to serve it to.